probably heard about the blizzard that is going on in the northeastern section of the United States and Buffalo in particular. Well, I was in Buffalo. Right, I was in Buffalo. I was stuck there. I just now got back. I went to visit family for the Christmas time, and you all know I'm from Toronto, and I have family all over the place. And I went to go and see my parents down there in Buffalo. I'm not a fan of the city. I've never have been, but that's where I went for Christmas, and I regret doing it because I had all my Christmas ruined. I was trapped. So they had, and I mean, the so-called travel bans have been lifted, and the snow looks like it's improved on the main roads at least. This is just a live shot of the city of Buffalo. Now, I was in the suburbs. The city is of course, the city always gets the worst of it. The city of Buffalo, when the snow comes, the city officials, they don't care. I mean, I don't know if they don't have the money. I think Buffalo, to prevent these things from happening again, Buffalo needs a city sales tax where people who, what the hell is that guy doing? Anyway, where people who need people who pay for stuff, you pay a sales tax to the city so that the city has more money to deal with things properly in situations like this. Um, Nevertheless, it's improving now. It's improving, but it was bad. I mean, some of the pictures that we've got here, I mean, it was really, really, really bad in the city of Buffalo. I mean, the whiteout, you could barely see anything. And, I am not a big fan of, government overreach. I've never been a fan of those things. I've never. I mean, but one thing that I sort of agree with, though, I would have done it a different way. They had this whole travel ban nonsense. I mean, I understand why they were doing it. They because a lot of people were traveling needlessly and getting trapped, and that would divert attention away from things that even the snowmobile people were being trapped. I mean, it was I was driving in Buffalo when I was driving along. I mean, the amount of cars that have been trapped, buses and trucks trapped all over the road too. I mean, it is a jungle, and not to mention the looting. I think it's the first time I've ever seen a store get looted. There's a Family Dollar somewhere in Buffalo, which I saw it get looted. I saw it. I was there. Uh, I think I was about maybe 20 or 30 people, maybe even 50 people. Um, it was just looted. Like, going in there, and in fact, the one boy who was running out of the store, I almost ran the dude over because he wasn't looking where he was going. He was running out with three huge full bags um of stuff from Family Dollar. So that's the situation in Buffalo. Buffalo is a jungle. Buffalo is a jungle. I mean, I don't necessarily feel a lot of sympathy for Buffalo. It's a left-wing globalist hellhole. They were huge on the mask thing. Even these businesses that are being looted, I mean, they were attacking people who weren't wearing masks. And you know how I feel about that. This virus, it kills less than 1% of people who get it, forcing everyone to wear masks. If you want to wear a mask, you wear it, and wear a shield as well. But so these businesses, they were complying, and now look at them. I think God is punishing. And you notice that this storm is in the liberal parts of America, even in the liberal parts of Canada. I think this is the karma. This is God punishing the left-wing globalists of North America, of the northern part of North America. They're being punished. I mean, they had a chance to get rid of, you know, look at the midterms. They kept the same God mocking, transgender, left wing globalists. They kept a lot of them. New York, they reelected Kathy Hochul. They didn't want Lee Zeldin, who was going to crack down on crime that I saw the other day of the looting. I mean, so well, New York State, and you notice I never talk about politics in New York State. I don't care really about New York. It's not my state. I don't care about it. It could go to hell for all I'm concerned. That's the difference between New York and Canada. I talk about Canada, and sometimes I talk harshly about Canada, but it's because I love my country. It's my country. I don't give a damn about New York. New York can go to burn in hell. And New York is burning in hell. They get the government they voted for, and that's just that. But I want to talk about something that, really doesn't get talked about a lot. It certainly doesn't get talked about in the mainstream press. And I think it's a good thing that we can talk about it now before the news gets censored, because for now you can still look up the fact that China has the technology to control the weather, and everybody talks about that. Everybody. It's open. It's not a secret. CNN, this is not some InfoWars, Arana Nation type stuff. This is everybody knows it. You can hear about this on CNN, Euronews, BBC. China controls the weather. They know how to do it. And you know what? I think if China knows how to control the weather, the United States of America sure as hell knows how to control the weather. Of course they do. Look, CNN, China to expand weather modification program to cover area larger than India. Everybody knows the fact that China controls the weather. Look, this video here, how China manipulated weather conditions to make the sunshine on CCP centenary celebration. It's not a secret China knows how to make the sunshine and the rain pour. Now, America allegedly has a program like this, and it's called HAARP. HAARP. It's called HAARP, the High Frequency Active Auroral Research Program. Now, many people don't like to talk about HAARP, but a lot of people believe that this is a program that, just like China, knows how to control the weather. And I don't have any proof on this. I want to be clear. I'm not saying that this blizzard that Buffalo is going through is as a result of HAARP. I'm not saying that that's a fact, but I am saying, and I do believe, and it's a belief, it's my opinion. Don't try and attack me and get me locked up for fake news and all this. Well, first of all, I'm not afraid of you. You can come and try it and see if you want. But I mean, let's not go through that headache. It's an opinion. I feel that America, Europe, all over the world, I think the left-wing globalists who run the world will use weather modification technology to try and scare people into thinking that, how they like to talk about climate change, global warming. First of all, let me say something. I do believe in climate change. I won't try to trick you into, like the left-wing globalists do. I do believe it's common sense that if you chop down trees and you spew excess carbon into the atmosphere and you have a carbon surplus and an oxygen deficit, that's not good for humans. It's common sense. That's common sense, okay? I do believe that if, we're chopping down the Amazon, we're chopping down all these trees, and we spew more carbon in the atmosphere than there are trees, that's a problem. So I'm not here saying that, that what we are doing is all correct. But what I am saying is, first of all, I don't think that it's as bad as the left-wing globalists are making it out. Like, we're not going to die in 2 seconds or 2 days. Though I do think we do need to change certain things. I don't think, I think we need to change certain things. We need to plant more trees and everything. But I also think that the left-wing globalists of the world might be doing stuff with our weather to make us more scared. And you know how humans are. I mean, not me, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not human. I don't act like most humans, especially in Canada. But you know how a lot of humans are. When they get scared, you can make them do anything. You can make them kill their firstborn son if they're scared. So the left-wing globalists might be doing things with the weather to make it worse. And then they will come out and say, global warming, climate change, it's the end of the world if you don't have climate lockdowns and give all your money to the government and own nothing and be happy and eat bugs for the rest of your life and have no more farms except for government-owned farms and no more meat and eat plant-based meat and eat soy and all that stuff. These are the things that I think is, again, it's my opinion, that could be happening. So in the case of Buffalo, New York, could it be that maybe the United States government did something to make this blizzard worse? And in the next few days, in fact, I heard the governor already talking about it, they're going to say, this is what global warming is. This is what climate change is. So now, Buffalonians, this is what you have to do in order to prevent another blizzard. Don't eat meat. Anybody caught eating meat will get arrested and have their neck chopped off. Only eat bugs. We're going to have 15-minute cities like they do in Oxford, United Kingdom. We're going to have climate lockdowns. You have to pay half of your income in a carbon tax to the state. And they're not going to use that money for nothing for the environment. They're going to use it for themselves. No more farms. We only have collective farms like in North Korea, like what they're doing in Netherlands. Getting rid of all the farms. Only the cream of the crop, the elite big Bill Gates farmers will be able to farm in Netherlands in the next few years. And Netherlands is an agricultural country. You know what, the farmers, they're trying to take back their farms because in the Netherlands, the Dutch government in the Netherlands is making it so hard to farm, whereby the only farms that will be around are big, huge corporate farms where they put GMO and all kinds of dangerous products in their food. And, you see what's going to end up happening. Bill Gates, Tyson Farms, that's the only people who'll be able to farm in Netherlands. And the healthy farmers, the pure Dutch farmers who don't have a stake in left-wing globalism and who don't want to hurt their people, they will be priced out of the market. And Trudeau, the tar-faced Matt Daddy's trying to do that here in Canada as well. So bottom line is, I think that, so far, the only proof I have is the fact that we all know that China has the technology to manipulate the weather. They have that technology. I showed you, even CNN talked to everybody knows it. So if China has the ability to change the weather, wouldn't it be logical? I mean, America the beautiful, America the brave, big old bad Uncle Sam. You think America doesn't have that technology as well? I mean, China has that technology, but America is deficient in that technology. They don't understand it. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. America knows how to manipulate the weather, I feel. And I think they're doing it with this HARP program. And my opinion is that maybe, I mean, let's think, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. Are you still here with me? Let's be real. A lot of people are going to profit from this climate world that we're living in. Do you honestly think that these people, I mean, the American government and other governments have done things in the past for their own benefit? A lot of people say 9/11, the Gulf of Tonkin. You know what I mean? Governments are not above harming their people and their country to get them scared. So I believe that the American government would use weather manipulation technology to manipulate the weather, to say, and then turn around and say, hey, this is global warming, this is climate change. Everybody gets scared. Everybody gets scared. Everybody gets scared. Are you scared now? Good. Now, you trained dogs, this is what you do. Just think about it. Just a video to think about. And I want to remind you all to please subscribe to me here on BitChute if you're not already. Subscribe to me on Rumble. Follow me on Truth Social at Arana Nation. I'm also on Rumble, is rumble.com/user/Arana Nation. I'm trying to get myself my own personal thumbnail, whatever it's called, URL. And I will be doing a show with Kevin J. Johnston. This might be the last show of the year. I hope everybody had a happy Christmas and I hope you have a great, prosperous new year. And remember, continue to think for yourselves, and let's continue to fight the righteous fight. And I will have the video, the show that I do with Kevin J. Johnston will be posted here on Arana Nation, on BitChute, and also here on Rumble. And with that being said, this is